Hello, everyone. Today, we will talk about a very important topic that directly affects our lives: self-confidence. When you look around, you may have noticed that some people seem confident, brave, and successful, as if they were born that way. But the truth is, self-confidence is not an innate talent. It is a skill that can be developed. If you sometimes feel inadequate, think you are behind others, or hesitate to take a step because you are afraid of failure, you are not alone. Most people experience this at some point in their lives. But the good news is that it is possible to gain self-confidence. Today I will tell you about 8 powerful techniques that will increase your self-confidence. If you want to trust yourself more, follow your dreams, and create big changes in your life, listen to these techniques carefully. If you're ready, let's get started. First, let's do a self-confidence test consisting of 18 questions. You must answer these questions yes or no. Then, if you give the same answer as the answers I will give in the explanation section, add 2 points to yourself. I will show you the comments according to the score you get as a result of the test in the rest of the video. 1. Will your mood be dampened if your job application is rejected? 2. Do large crowds scare you? 3. Do you have clothes in your closet that you don't wear very often? 4. Do you constantly look at yourself in the mirror? 5. Is your body posture upright when walking or waiting for someone? 6. Do you often think that people gossip about you? 7. Does your heart beat faster when a police officer or someone you trust approaches you? 8. Do you feel like someone is laughing at you when they look at you in a restaurant or on the bus? 9. If you want a ticket to a country you don't know, would you be afraid to go alone? 10. Do you often have bad dreams? 11. When you encounter a problem, do you usually solve it yourself? 12. Do you have money saved for a black day? 13. Do you believe your parents love you? 14. Do you believe that you should learn something new every day? Would you hesitate to return a defective product that you purchased? 16. Do you feel like your efforts often fail? 17. Do people often ask you for advice? 18. Can you open up easily to the person you love? Okay, you have completed the test. Now I will explain the comments about your self-confidence according to the scores you received. 0 to 4. This is a very rare score. If you fall into this range, you will need to seek professional help. 6 to 18. You are sensitive about fear and self-confidence. You need the opinions and guidance of those around you a lot. You may need some support to live life better. Don't be discouraged by indecision. The magical doors of learning are always wide open. 20 to 28. This is an average range and indicates a person with strengths and weaknesses in self-confidence. With this test, you can identify your fears, evaluate their validity, and correct them if you want. Please look back at your answers and think about them. 30 to 36. You have no problem with self-confidence in this range. People look to you for leadership and inspiration. However, if you have trouble controlling yourself, people may think you are arrogant. Let's talk about 8 effective techniques that will increase your self-confidence. 1. Pay attention to your body language to self-confident. Self-confidence is not just a mental state, it is also related to your physical posture. Have you noticed? Confident people usually stand up straight, make eye contact, and act confidently. What about people who are not confident? They usually have their shoulders down, their eyes on the ground, and their voices are quiet. Studies show that body posture has a big impact on brain chemistry. According to a study conducted at Harvard University, by standing up straight for just 2 minutes, throwing your shoulders back and holding a strong position, you can increase the level of testosterone, self-confidence hormone, in your body and decrease the level of cortisol, stress hormone. For a confident body language, stand up straight, throw your shoulders back, and keep your head up. Make eye contact while speaking, don't avoid it. Use your voice clearly and strongly enough to be heard. Make clear and confident gestures with your hands. Even if you feel insecure, when you change your body, your mind automatically switches to self-confidence mode. Second, change your inner voice. There is a voice in your brain that constantly talks to you. Sometimes that voice gives you courage. Sometimes it feeds your fears. That's why how you talk to yourself directly affects your self-confidence. Think. If you sabotage yourself by constantly saying, "I can't do it, I'm inadequate, I'll fail," you really do feel that way. But if you do the opposite and say, "I'm enough, I can be successful, I'm not afraid to try," your brain believes it too. How can you change your inner voice to gain self-confidence? Use positive sentences. Tell yourself, "I'm enough." Notice and question your negative thoughts. Ask yourself, is this really true? Remember your successes. When you think about what you've accomplished before, your self-confidence increases. Remember, you are both your biggest enemy and your biggest supporter. How you talk to yourself determines how you'll progress in life. 3. Build your self-confidence with small successes. Self-confidence is not gained overnight. It is built with small victories. For example, if you want to do sports, instead of trying to go to the gym 5 days a week and failing, start with 2 days a week. If you want to learn a new skill, instead of expecting to be perfect right away, take small steps. To increase your sense of success, set small daily goals. Reward yourself when you achieve your goals. Write your successes in a notebook and see how you progress over time. Small successes give you great self-confidence. 4. Don't be afraid to hear your own voice. People with low self-confidence are often hesitant to express their own opinions because they are afraid of being misunderstood or rejected. But remember, your opinions are just as valuable as others. To overcome this, if you have an opinion on something, say it. Don't be afraid to say no to people. Start expressing yourself more in small steps in your daily life. When you express your own thoughts, your self-confidence will increase. 5th, stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison is one of the biggest enemies of self-confidence. Especially if the perfect lives you see on social media make you feel inadequate, remember, what you see there are only the best moments of people. What can you do? Focus on your own development. Compare yourself only to how you were yesterday. Remember that what you see on social media is just a window display. What matters is not where you are compared to others, but how you progress on your own path. 6. Learn something new. Having knowledge increases self-confidence. The more you learn, the stronger you feel. Suggestions: read a book on an interesting subject. Learn a new skill, a new language, musical instrument, software, design, etc. Develop yourself to become an expert in your field. The more you learn, the more equipped and confident you will feel. 7. Don't underestimate your own accomplishments. Appreciate your successes even if they are small. People often belittle their own successes by saying, "It's not that big." But this is a habit that lowers your self-esteem. To overcome this, celebrate your successes no matter how big or small. Write down your successes and increase your awareness. Before others appreciate you, you must learn to appreciate yourself. 8. Get out of your comfort zone. The more you try, the more confident you become. Don't be afraid to make mistakes because making mistakes is part of learning. When you step out of your comfort zone, you start pushing your limits, which increases your confidence tremendously. I extended my life by 10 years by not caring what people say about me. Don't let someone else's opinion of you become your reality. Stand tall and smile. Let them wonder why you are smiling. After all, self-confidence is a skill that you develop over time. Start applying these techniques now and see the change in your life. Thank you for watching the video until the end. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like the video. Goodbye.